What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're checking out a title called Below the Stone. This is one that I had on my wish list. I was going to let it lie for a little while longer, but it seemed like people in my Discord really wanted me to check it out. So we're going to do that here today. Now, you guys know that I'm a dwarf addict. I think that the two best fantasy races are dwarves and then orcs. In that order, that's how I work my way down the list when creating a character in any game, be it Skyrim or Baldur's Gate. And so this is a roguelite about diving and digging deeply and greedily down into the earth to get goodies. I have not played the game at all. This is entirely my first impression, so we're going to be doing this one on a wing and a prayer. But that tends to be where I find that I thrive under intense scrutiny and under, unplanned circumstances. I feel like that's where I'm in my element. So we're going to give it a go. Let's go ahead and start a new game. Let's make ourselves a dwarf over here. I've already got a pre-made dwarf ready to rock so that we can get into the game quickly. If after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, the demo is publicly available. You can go get it right this second. And then on top of that, you can also find links to support me down there on my Discord and my Twitch stream. Alright, so I fiddled around with the game a little bit. I did the tutorial, and I ran through a dungeon to get a feel for the game, but I edited all that out. What this game is trying to be, from my first impressions of it, is actually a Dwarfish extraction shooter, almost. So if you've ever played something like Escape from Tarkov, this sort of surprised me, because the game has itself described on its Steam page as being a roguelite. And so I figured it was going to be kind of like Enter the Gungeon, but with like dwarfy things going on. It is a little bit, if you like the melee of Gungeon, but it's like Gungeon had a baby with kind of Escape from Tarkov or something like Marauders. The goal here is that you drop all your loot if you die. Ask me how I know. I got exploded by a hidden piece of dynamite inside the wall, and in fact, this game kills you very quickly, and it's actually quite deadlier than I thought it would be. But ultimately, the goal of the game is you take a mission, just like you do in Escape from Tarkov. It generates a map for you, you go down, and you can't leave until you complete that mission. And if you die while attempting to complete that mission, you lose all your stuff. That's it. There is a town area that's kind of like Wizard of Legend is actually what it reminds me of. And that's a very good comparison because I think that Wizard of Legend is actually sort of like a peerless game that provides all the things that I expect from any modern roguelite. That like Wizard of Legend is a really good thing to be compared to. So there's like a big... Ow! See, I don't know what's causing the walls to blow up like that. The walls seem to blow up every now and again, and I gotta figure out exactly why that is. That's what killed me last time. Like, I don't know if it's like hidden dynamite in the walls. I played through the tutorial and everything. It still did not explain why I was getting exploded. Maybe this guy will tell me. He did indeed tell me. I skipped the dialogue, but the shiny spots can be booby traps, apparently. How you determine whether or not they're booby traps, I don't know. I guess that one wasn't a booby trap. Oh, there's water down in here too. Oh, and we can go in the water. It actually changes almost like the layering right there when you go down into water. Nice. We need to find some slimes around here. I've got like a little shanky knife that the game gives me. You know how like when you really suck at Tarkov, every now and again Prapor will give you like a Makarov and be like, "Damn, dude, stop sucking so much." This is my Makarov. All right, this is my Dwarfish Makarov. It says there's a shiny spot over here. I'm gonna go for it. But I don't know if it's gonna... Dude, I'm so paranoid about the walls exploding, man. I legitimately fear for my safety right now. So after a little bit of dungeon diving, I appear to have found some very deadly weaponized parsnips or something. I don't know if those are carrots or like what they're supposed to be, but the fact of the matter is they hate my guts, alright? They don't like me very much at all. We'll go ahead and take that. What do the mushrooms do? Oh, I can eat them to get a half a heart back. Oh, more than a half a heart. Okay, that changes things. I was unaware of available healing. And now I know the fly agarics fix everything up. And they make you tweak a little bit, which makes the workday go a little bit faster. Hey, here's some nice tin on this side. Oh, I can't get the tin, I don't think. It does not appear to want... Maybe that's not tin. Maybe that's something like harder. Okay. A little bit of coal right there. Still have not found slimes, though. I would like to isolate my ultimate goal and what it is that I'm trying to kill in here before we go too much further. If you listen, they've used very crispy, very crunchy sounds here for the mining. Absolutely love that. Well done, developers. You've got a good ear for what sounds nice while I'm drilling around in your cave. Okay, so apparently eating these green things makes me glow, so now I can see better than I could before. Let's go ahead and fight these nerds over here real fast. I don't have like a dodge or a parry or anything yet, so if you notice me just getting smacked in the face, it's because I don't really have any other things I can do right now. We are a lowly greenbeard that has no skills unlocked, has no items unlocked, has nothing going. It really kind of sucks to be us right now. It appears as though in Dwarfish culture, they kind of throw you into the deep end first. It appears that dwarves don't only live underground, they sort of also live in Darwin's realm. Hey, I found some tin, though, that's in the dirt that I can actually get after. Hell yeah. Get all that up inside my bag. What is that right there? Oh, is that copper? Oh, we might be able to make bronze then. Okay, I just gotta focus on not winding up dead. That's the thing. So what are you guys doing? Pathfind. Oh, they did make it through. I was gonna say, it looked like their pathfinding got stuck for a second. There we go. Kill those dudes off. It looks like if you swing at the right time, though, you can. What do these do right here? Can be eaten. They're called a tatty, I guess. It looks like they're weaponized anger potatoes. And there's our slimes. We found them a little bit further down the same hallway, so we got 2 of them. This appears to be where we're going to knock out the remainder of our mission. Now, I don't know if the evac is just going to take us out the second we get done here. Ooh, it split. Nice. It looks like we can call an escape pod to get out once we've completed our mission. So the evac comes to us. We've got kind of like a Dwarfish Huey coming in to get us. Just pop, 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 pop. Some dwarves were born to raise the flag. Ooh, and grow big old beards too. You know, this is basically the dwarf nom down here. From some of the blurbs that they've given me while I've been playing the game, it appears as though some dwarves go down into the mines, and some fortunate dwarves get to stay on the surface and actually have, like, trade skills and crafts and stuff that they do. So this is not an enviable job right here in Dwarfish society to go down and dig. Like, you kind of want to be like a doctor or like a healer or like a smith or like a banker. We didn't get to do that, though. Apparently, we did a really bad job on our Dwarfish ASVAB. I don't know what the dwarves take to turn out. It's probably a lot like that beginning of Idiocracy, where they just give you a bunch of shapes and try to get you to figure out which hole they go in. Let's get on out of here. I've got 19 tins, so I think we might be able to do something with it. Let me eat one of these. Oh, I wanted to eat it, actually. Can I eat the glow pad real quick? I'd like to be able to see good. I do like that all of the little things that you find down in here, they all have a utilitarian use. Like, they all have things that they do. So I like that they've got a little bit of workcraft here, which is effectively the tasting of objects in order to figure out their effects. Unlike the... Oh, I can't mine those, too. Although it does give you a red box right there, which is a nice little piece of UI. Dig that. Oh, okay, yep. That was a trap. Definitely, I gotta figure, maybe you get like a device later on, like a minesweeper or something that helps you figure out if it's a trap or not, like something that like beeps when you get closer. That's the one gameplay thing I'm struggling with right now, is figuring out exactly how you get away from the shiny if it turns out to be a trap. But maybe I'll unlock a dodge roll or something pretty soon, or maybe I'm just super bad and I haven't noticed something, since this is effectively like my 3rd run down into the dungeon. I'm gonna go for this over here and then we'll evac. Okay, it was just a bunch more tin over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and call the escape pod. Oh. Oh, they're not gonna make it easy, are they? I gotta fight for my life. I can't tell you how much I like that, though. If it just, like, landed and then we got to leave the dungeon, I wouldn't care at all. But instead, they decided to turn escape into something tense, where you've got, like, a backpack full of loot and goodies, and, like, you want out of here, like, now. I'm just gonna run in circles eating mushrooms, and you guys can keep firing things at me. Out, out, double out. All the mushrooms in the world. Put them inside my domer. All right. Oh, they're little spears. They've got collision. You can't walk past the little spears. So they're, like, effectively fencing you off. Do I have to leave when the game tells me to leave? Or is it like one of those situations where I can kind of be like a little bit of a cheesy bastard and like mine a little bit more? Ow! Stop that. You're not allowed to bite me while I'm inside my pod, bro. So apparently I did my job and I got 28 gold coins. Let me introduce you to the village now. This is the village where we live at. There's a blacksmith. You've successfully survived a cave. Enjoy as long as you like. Your progress will be saved here from the kingdom if you join. But nice, dude. So they're just going to cut me loose. I appreciate that open-ended sort of gameplay. We've got copper ingots over here. So let's make some of them. We've also got a little bit of lead, I guess. Not very much lead, though. It looks like I can make a copper sword. It's better than what I have. Tinny Tin Tin feels like one of those things I can make a lot of. So let's just go ahead and knock that out now. So we've got a tin chest plate. I'll take it. Tin gloves. Tin helmet. Tin pickaxe, better than what we have. Copper sword, sounds good. And there's my inventory, so I can take off my helmet right there, and it looks like we do actually have armor appearances as well. One thing I would suggest is the addition of a cosmetic line of slots over here, because this seems like the kind of game that's going to have like legendary armors and things like that that are very difficult to get your hands on and take like a lot of farming or whatever. And it would be cool to have protected cosmetics over on this side where when you die, you don't lose the cosmetic slots, but you do lose the stuff that's in your actual actionable equip slots. Be kind of a nice little compromise right there. We'll take that right there. We'll take that right there. I'm actually curious what I can spend money on, too. What can I spend money on? So there's a tavern down here, but there's nobody in it. This is the guy you get your quests from for going down into the dungeon. And I get the feeling that the developers of this game are probably fans of Deep Rock Galactic. Some of the objectives, they remind me of going down to like mine Morkite and whatnot. So hopefully the developers are big like Rock and Stone fans as well. I mean, who isn't? Everybody loves that game. Who's this guy? You scared me. You must be the new hotshot. I'm Imogen, the finest trader and goblin in the kingdom. If anyone says otherwise, they're lying. Tons of unite. Okay, so you like sell stuff. All right. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, gotcha. So we can spend our money on equipment from vendors the exact same way you do in Tarkov, whether it be like Peacekeeper or, you know, whoever. Looks like we allow one elf to stay inside of our hold, and she brews potions that make you stronger and like heal you and stuff like that and give you buffs. This guy is the banker, and I love that animation right there. Utterly fantastic. This guy gives you slots where you can store up your extra stuff so that if you die, you can still craft yourself more gear. I'm actually going to unlock that bank vault right there real quick, too. I'll take the heals and stuff. Wonder what the fossils do. Tough to say. I'll probably hold on to with the lava fern. Can I make that into a potion? Oh, I need a glass container. Where do I get those from? I wonder if I have to craft them. I'm guessing I have to find the flasks down in the dungeon because I can't seem to buy one around here. That or maybe I'm blind, which I am actually. I'm not allowed to drive or anything without my thick old glasses on. I have terrible eyesight. I'm basically night blind. Like if it's dark, I am profoundly nearsighted. I can't see anything once it gets dark, and so glasses are like a big part of my life. I hate wearing them, though. I've never... Ooh, look how much faster we... Ow! Get blown up. All right, cool. Probably going to need some more coal here. I'm really, really glad that there seems to be... How do I identify that? I must not just be looking at it right. It's okay. It'll buff out. I'll just eat like a giant dwarfish meal, and that'll make it all better. Dude, it's gotten to the point where, like, every time I hit a node, I kind of, like, instinctively fall back, man. I keep getting blowed up. Getting blowed up is awful, man. Would not recommend. Oh, good. We've got night vision plant. Good. Now I can see a little bit better. Grab all those goodies. Can't mine you. Can't mine you. Okay, but we do need to go through this wall right here. So I need to find rosalite. Huh. There's got to be something I'm not seeing. Oh, cool. We got amethyst. Nice. From the Greek, amathustos, meaning not drunk. They used to think in Greek times that if you wore an amethyst around your neck, it would protect you from hangovers. That's where the amethyst got its name from. You know what I'm going to say now, developers, right? Since I've already drawn the relation between this game and Dwarfish Escape from Tarkov, you know what you have to do. You have to make a fiddly-diddly Tetris inventory where I can rotate items and they take up different amounts of space. You have to convert my entire inventory into just a sorting puzzle game. I need it. I needed it. You have no idea how much I enjoy organizing inventories in Tarkov. I can't help it. It's obsessive. Well, I've been digging for a hot minute, but I still haven't seen any of this rosalite ore. I've run around and I've killed a bunch of stuff. Our sword is definitely doing much better than the previous sword. I have been blown up more times than I'd like to admit in this process, but hopefully the rosalite is around here somewhere. I think the worst case scenario is I go back and talk to the tutorial guy. Maybe he'll tell me where it's at. Ah, I found it. So it's kind of like a red ore, but it doesn't look super common. Oh, I like the blood drops right there. That was cool. I don't even think I noticed the blood previously when I was playing and fighting stuff, but I guess there's blood effects and things that drip on the ground and whatnot too. Good. Love it. I like violence and blood and gore and entropy, darkness and bleakness. The downside here is that I need a lot more rosalite. Like, it's going to be a hot minute before we see rosalite again from what I've seen. Like, it seems to be quite rare. It do not come up. Wow, these slimes hit pretty hard, but I hit pretty hard now too. Die. I am the slime cleaver. I always feel like, do you think if you tasted like a dungeon slime, do you think they'd be apple flavored because they're green? Or like lemon lime flavored because they're green? Or do you think that they would be watermelon flavored because they're green? I feel like colors in food, especially in like candy-like substances, can make it very difficult to figure out, unless you read the wrapper, what you're gonna get when something's green. There was a big rumble. I don't know what the big rumble means, but that's new. I don't know, the entire screen just started shaking and then it stopped. Does the dungeon... Oh, we found some. Oh, we found even more. I finally hit the mother lode, dude. We might be out of here. All right, dude, I just want to bank my stuff. That's all that I want. If I could find some more copper, that would also be acceptable so that I can make a copper pickaxe, but I'm not going to split hairs about it. Like, I'm not going to get super desperate about my metals acquisitions. Can't decide if this is going to be the last of it right here. Yeah, it looks like you don't really get big seams of the rosalite. It seems like you get like one little node here, one little node there, and you kind of just make do. Well, there's our last two. We rosalited. I don't know if I get like a bigger bonus for bringing back even more rosalite. What is that shaking, dude? That shaking freaks me out every time. I don't know what it is. I'm going to grab the rest of this. I don't know if it's like Morkite, where if you bring more back, you get like a cash money bonus or something. But, oh, there's a jug right there. I wonder what's in the jug. Got some of that old brown bottle, huh? I likes me a little bit of that old brown bottle. Let's do it. Oh, you guys have spear skill. Okay, all right. What are these? Are they like troglodytes or like what are... Oh my god, there's so many of them. I'm being trapped in by the landing of their spears. We gotta get back into the tunnel and eat a whole bunch of mushrooms. Like large I was gonna try to summon the pod back over there, but I don't know if it's a good idea now. Maybe we'll try a different spot that I've already cleared out. I'm gonna head back down to the south because I know I've killed all the guys down here. Did I loot anything interesting from those little troglodyte guys? Blue caps. Doesn't say what a blue cap does, though. Tin ore, iron ore, coal. We got a little bit of lead. I don't know if it's going to be enough for us to actually make anything, like, new and heavy and fun, but something. All right. Oh, no, it's not clear over here. I thought I cleared this area already. I dug through this area. All right, drop the pod right here in the water. Oh, it finds, like, the nearest applicable point. Okay, I respect that. If anything comes for us, we'll just kill it. With special priority on anything that shoots and anything that traps us in. Man. Circle strafe like your life depends on it, because it likely does. Oh, we got these little dudes coming in here now. All right, let's kill them off. Oh, he tried to hit me with a frying pan, man. Anybody that's throwing things has got to go. Ow. Oh, thank God. Didn't get the slimes, but it got the rest of them at least. All right, get inside the pod. Get inside the pod. Let's get out of here. I think this is a really solid idea. I am having trouble picking anything apart about this game. Everything about it seems to be fantastically well done, and I'm leaning towards, I very highly recommend you go check out this demo. It's rare that I give very high recommendations. Like, normally it's like recommendations, but here's some things I noticed that are not good. The only thing that I've noticed here is that it's kind of hard to tell a bomb spot from like a normal shiny spot. But there may be just something that I'm missing in that situation. Yeah, it looks like we get compensated more. I wasn't paying very good attention, but it looks like we get paid a little bit more. How many copper ingots do I have? Just the 2? Okay, that's not great. Obviously, we want to max out our iron. We want to craft as much lead as we can get out, too. Just so that we can afford, like, something. But it looks like we're going to have to bring back a lot more copper to go from the tin. Oh, we can get dynamite. We can get a crossbow. Hopefully we'll get like a dwarven rotary repeater at some point that just allows us to go down into the dungeon and just annihilate things like in Repitendium. Quick test for something that I always has to test for. Can you craft out of your stash even though it's not on your person? You can. So excellent work, developers, once again. This is a thing that like every single game that I cover screws up every single time. They just won't let you craft out of your inventory. What's this guy have? My tricks are tricky, but me be quickie. For me, tricks you see may not be sanctioned by the city. I'm not going to report you to the guards, man. Just sell me your stuff. Oh, we get flasks from this guy right here. Yeah, I definitely want some flasks then. Let me get like 3 flasks, and let me get them copper gloves. I'll take them too. Oh, there's spalders as well. I didn't even notice that there was spalders. Nice. Okay. Nice, dude. I've got little shoulder caps now. I don't think I even have hands. So, oh, no, I do have hands. You can see my little copper hands holding my gloves like South Park style. All right, you. Oh, the blue caps are for healing, and I only have 1 of the blue caps. Okay, well, back down into the dungeon we go, I guess, to make a little bit more cash. But as I was saying, I think this game is great, fantastic, awesome. This is very expandable. The only thing that I would look for here to make the game a little bit more interesting is like a level up system. So the enemies give you XP, and then you've got like talent trees for different types of dwarves that use different types of equipments to go down and get the job done. You know, berserkers and sword dwarves and, you know, tunnel guards with giant 2-handed shields that they keep in front of them. Like, things to diversify a little bit and also to encourage certain characters to use certain types of gear and things of that nature. Just like that extra layer of character progression. But, I mean, it seems like the initial... It seems to me like the initial pitch for this game through this demo is very solid, and I'm having trouble finding anything really to critique here. I wholeheartedly recommend it. The spirit of the Rockin' Stone is with this game. It seems like a game that I can play for many, many hours and also spam, "We're rich!" every single time I find anything that makes me even slightly more financially viable. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the file to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. Today was really fun. I wish that every single game that I sit and play for X amount of time was as fun as this one. I really sincerely do. It's like fun and originality are usually the 2 things that I'm looking for, and I think this satisfies both. I feel the same level of excitement about this right here as I felt the first time I played Sievert, but I would actually say that this game's demo is even more put together than Sievert's was when it first went live, and so looking forward to this, very much so. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for stopping on in, and I think that's all the content that I've got for you today.